Jason here from the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, coming at you with a brand new Unbox with Me video today. Today is Saturday, September 6th. We're rocking and rolling into September. We're going to unbox a toy. We're going to unbox our feelings. We're going to talk about life and everything in between. Welcome in. Let me know what's up. How you doing? What's going on in the chat? Just let me know over in the chat. I'll get it ready. Yeah, so Saturday, September 6th. What a day. Kind of woke up with a headache this morning. Just kidding. Super migraine this morning. I don't know what's going on. But it's coming better. Hey, Michael Andrews is here. Hey, buddy. Yeah, so a lot of crazy stuff going on this weekend. Let me know what you're doing. Before we get into that, you know it's coming. I got to tell you all about the core. If you like the podcast or any of this crazy junk and you want to help support the shows, you can be a core member of CORPS. The Cracktastic Organization of Retro Plastic Specialists. That could be you. You could be in this group. It's easy. You just go to enlistinthecore.com, CORPS. That's our Patreon, basically. For pocket change a month, you can choose the tier that best suits you. You can get things like exclusive bonus episodes, and these bonus episodes are awesome. It's all behind the curtain, casual, fun stuff. Elgin and I, we talk about our Grail goals, the toys that we're really looking forward to, that we are hunting for, that are our Grails. It's depressing. It's awesome to, we really dig into them, show lots of pictures and talk about them. It's a fun little bonus episode series. You also get shout outs on the show, the main show, and priority here in the chat, of course. But then you get early access to videos, and you get to be in a chat with Elgin, I, and the other core members. So it's awesome. If you're more of a YouTube person, there's that join button down there. You know where it's at. You just click on that. My dumb face will pop up again and tell you all about it, but it's the same stuff, same prices, same perks. YouTubers get a little bit different stuff. You get your name to be a different color in the chats. You get a little badge next to your name that lets everyone know how long you've been a member, which is really cool. We just had Tiffany, our first channel member. She just went over a year, so that's cool, which means we've been over a year now as being monetized, which is neat. And but then you also get access to some exclusive emojis. And the more channel members we get, the more emojis we get. The more channel members we get, we can display you guys on our channel and stuff too. It's pretty cool. Blah, blah, blah. What's going on? Oh, Saturday. So in a couple days, we're going to have, on Monday, we have our main podcast every Monday night, live streaming every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Last Monday was Labor Day. We had a nice episode called Labor Day Lineup where we showed off toys that are work-related toys. What does that mean? Tune in and find out. It was a lot of fun. We had, like always, way more than we thought we did. It was just a chance to see other toys. And then this coming Monday in a couple days, Monday's episode is going to be halfway to the awards. So, every end of the year, we do our top 5 toys of the year, new toys from this year that we've picked up. And I know it's a little more than halfway. We always forget. So it's always a little later. But anyway, we just call it halfway. And we'll each pick a couple of our favorite toys this year. And then the cool part is seeing if those toys we pick out on Monday make it to the top 5. There's still plenty of time left to get bumped off the top 5. So I don't know. I'm excited about it. I am always curious. I think what Elgin's going to pick. Never really sure. I still need to narrow it down as I look around. Which is part of the fun. Anyway, that's coming up Monday night. live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, right here on YouTube. Okay, so what's going on this weekend? Kiddies, I'll tell you what I'm doing first, just to loosen everybody up. Tonight, it's pretty cool. The longer story is me and some friends, we put on a Halloween party every year. This is our 15th year, and it started as a party, and now it's a whole horror convention, a 2-day convention, where we bring in celebrities. There's vendors. It's a horror festival, international horror film festival. 2 days, 2 full days of awesomeness, and it's called Halloween-a-Palooza. Crazy long name. Insane Mike always picks terrible names. But yeah, 15 years of that. And so this year, our kind of theme, our main theme for the celebrities, we have, if you ever seen the movie 1985's Fright Night, the 3 kids from that. So we got Amanda Bierce, William Ragsdale, and Stephen Jeffries all coming. So this is to say, and that's in October. It's always in October, last couple weekends of October. It's a lot of fun. Hundreds and thousands of people from all over the Midwest come. It's a great time. To get people hyped up for these Fright Night guests, my buddy Tad on the Attack of the Killer podcast, the horror movie podcast that I also do, he kind of runs a theater in Burlington, a big, beautiful, classic theater, the Capitol Theater, and us and a bunch of people from our podcast network are kind of hosting this screening of Fright Night. So, so tonight at 7 o'clock, we're going to be showing Fright Night at the Capitol Theater. There's a little poster for it. I'm trying to spice it up with some postery things. So it's going to be free. We'll be there selling prescribed films and Halloween-a-Palooza stuff. It'll be a lot of fun, and I'm super excited to see it on the big screen. So yeah, that's tonight. Woo! And then so that's going on. Next Wednesday, and this is also, oh yeah, all versions of Fright Night. I agree. I didn't mind the remakes at all. It was pretty good. I remember watching that first one in 3D in the theater, and they kind of exploded into ash in that one, and I am convinced that they dumped ash into the theater the way that it just went past the screen. I don't know. 3D was amazing. It's amazing. And the sequel to the remake's great too. So I'm glad. All the Fright Nights, awesome. So good time. Attack of the Killer podcast. Also, once a month ish, we host a watch party. So we sync a movie that we can all watch, and then we all jump in a chat and chat together. It's and the movie's picked out by our patrons, the Killer Podcast patrons, which over there is called Attackers, because Attack of the Killer Podcast are Attackers. Over here, Core, you're in the Core. Anyway, Wednesday we're showing and again it's open to the public, but if you haven't seen the movie Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon, at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. If you just find any of our socials, we'll be putting out links to it, 10 minutes before 7 on Wednesday, and you can watch it with us and chat in the chat. It's a great little movie. This one was picked out by attacker Brian Godsill. That's coming up next Wednesday, and then I'll probably be showing this every dang time, because it's just got to be pimping it out. Here's just a little promo there for the Halloween-a-Palooza, kind of a little Fright Night reunion. So I know it's exciting for me to have Amanda Bierce here, because she's kind of the normie connection. It's Marcy Darcy from Married with Children, so everyone knows who that is. But And then William Ragsdale, for me, a big fan of Herman's Head. Love that show. I watched it a lot when it was on. And Stephen Jeffries was also in 976 Evil. Anyway, lots of good stuff. Those three will be here. Other celebrity guests too. It's a lot of fun. But that's at Halloween-a-Palooza. There you can see how it's spelled if you want to follow along anywhere. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's open some toys. Oh, yeah. And if you want to open a toy with me, you're always welcome to. In the description below, you'll see a way to get a hold of me. I'll send you a link. And you can jump right on here with me. Here we got Michael with a great question. Do you have a go-to Halloween movie you watch every year? Well, I all my friends, everyone on the podcast, I think definitely literally have a no, it's time. I got to watch this because it's time every year. Mine's probably a little more loose. I like to at least catch one of the Halloweens. I love part 4, and mainly because the intro to part 4 is there isn't a movie that makes you feel more like Halloween, maybe in the Midwest even, than the opening of Halloween 4. So that's a go-to. And then the other big one for me is Trick or Treat, the new one with Little Sam. That one's got such a great little Halloween vibe to it. That one I try to watch as much as I can or introduce it. I'm so busy with Halloween-a-Palooza. Yeah, at least it's before Halloween, so there is time to watch stuff. But I don't. Those are the main things. I don't really have got to. What about you? Do you got something, Michael, that you like to watch, or anyone? Let me know in the chat. What do you like watching on Halloween? I'll tell you right now. Yesterday was one of the greatest days of the year because I put on a hoodie for the first time. The temperature finally has been dropping enough here that I got to put on a hoodie for the first time this fall, and there's just not much of a better feeling than that. The air's getting cooler, crisper. You can feel it out there. Oh man, I love it. Oh man, never seen part 4. Well, 1 and 2 back to back, those are great. 2 picks up right where 1 leaves off. Awesome. 3, everyone hated it at the time because it was such a departure, but 3 now is definitely a classic. Everyone appreciates it now. And then years later, they came back with 4, and then quickly after that, 5, and they had a character, little Jamie. So it was like another set. 1 and 2 really go together well, and 4 and 5 really go together well because they have a arching character that makes it through those, and I love it. 5 gets a little hokey, but I love it for that. But 4 and 5, if you can watch those 2 together, it is just the perfect double feature. Those would be my go-to, other than Trick or Treat. Like you said, oh my God, Trick or Treat is my go-to. I watch it every Halloween before bed. Woo, that's awesome. Yeah, I love that movie, man. So good. Little Sam. But yeah, I'll recommend 4 and 5. Halloween 4 and 5 all day. All day. So good. All right. I suppose I should open a toy. This is an opening toy show. Super excited for today. And I'll tell you why. Not 1, but 2. It's a 2-pack. And I got to be honest, I thought I was waiting on this one because I never saw it come through on Hasbro Pulse. I don't know. It's not normal of me to miss something. And I think I figured it out too, because like I normally, when I'm on Hasbro Pulse, I have a bookmark saved that is the Shop All Transformers. And so it sorts it straight to all the Transformers page. Because that's what I want. But this, I don't know if they didn't list it right. They didn't put the right keywords to get it sorted right in the, in the sorters. But this dang toy did not come up, and I really thought it was missing completely. But then the other day after I got it anyway, I was like, I went through every page, because then it, after all Transformers, then it goes by, release date, release when they were released. And this thing wasn't where it was supposed to be. It was like way at the end. So something was jacked up in the placement of it on Hasbro Pulse. That's what I'm blaming. It's not me, because I got this first 2-pack. And then, so there's 2-packs that go together, and they are I'll just say it. It's the Timelines Hearts of Steel. So I did the Optimus and Starscream a while back, and I thought I was waiting for the Bumblebee and Megatron to be released on Pulse so I could get it. And I'm like, what? And I'm seeing people getting it, and I'm like, why ain't I getting it? I checked my pre-orders. It's not on there. It's not anywhere else I can get it, because I think it's a Pulse exclusive, I think. And then I just did a search, for Hearts of Steel. Bam, there it is in stock. I'm like, what? How did I miss this? Anyway, ordered it, got it, and it came. So I get to complete the Hearts of Steel. Let's do a little thumbnail here. Oh, I know, very exciting. These packages are just about as awesome as the toy. It's not a full emboss, but there is a little bit of, I don't think I can make it where you can see it, but there's a little bit of texture on there. Definitely on the logo. Hearts of Steel, yep, based off a comic book that I did not read, or just the idea of what if Transformers woke up in the older times, in the times of old, where they're all kind of based on trains-ish, trainy type stuff. I can't remember the word that is this style. Gosh, I can't remember what it's called. I've never been good at remembering that name. Steampunk. There, I did it. I did it. Good job, brain. Oh, I'm proud of you. So these are kind of steampunky versions, I think. Here's what they look like. So Bumblebee train. What a cute little train, right? And there he is, all like, I'm gonna hurt you guys. But the Megatron, he's what everyone's been waiting for. Look at this. I mean, he's always been a gun, a tank. Well, now he's this thing. Look at that. So freaking cool. So freaking cool. I got Optimus and Starscream here just to Optimus, look at that. He's a train as well. Those colors are amazing. Starscream is kind of a plane train. But he looks awesome too. Just seeing the rivets on everything. Really cool. So excited to get the 4-pack. I've already kind of pre-cut it because I didn't want to look at it, and that's the whole thing. There's a slip cover here. Like I said, this packaging's awesome. There's an Autobot, Decepticon, little 2-pack, slip cover. Cool, right? More cool steampunky art around. But then look at this little. Look at that. How cool is that? Just seeing them. Which is I think I whined about it last time on the other 2-pack, is just the part of me wishes these went with the a bubble Like if you wanted to put them back in the package and display them like this, you could, but they're just ties that you got to snip and cut. So there's no really going back in the box, but that's all right. I think we're going to do the bottom. Hey, Jimmy Lee Dalton's here. Yes, he says. Double trouble. Uh-huh. Who we got first? Let's get Bumblebee. I'll just get these both. Thanks, Sharps McGee. Okay, there's Bumblebee. No paper in there. And Megs. Well, definitely got the paper. Get. Here's the instruction booklet. Just both of them included. Hopefully don't need that. Okay. Oh, and then Megatron. Pretty cool. They got the Autobot Decepticon, that corrugated steel looking background. Bumbles on an Autobot version. Let's cut them out of here. Nope. Someday I will read this comic book. I would like to read all the comic books. I haven't been doing very well keeping up with the new ones. I've been getting them all, and I've read maybe the first 10 to 13, I can't remember, issues of the new one, and it's freaking awesome. I just need to make some time to finish reading them, but never read any of the IDWs, which is a giant bummer. And okay, looks like Mags has got some little plastic pieces that'll pop off of there, just kind of keeping those big treads. Oh, it just went around the whole tire. That's cool. Yeah, I just I got the compendium part 1 anyway of the original Marvel run, which is about what I had in the original comics. I had like 1 through 40. It's most of those. So I'm excited to get that part 2 and at least get through the Marvel stuff. Michael says, double trouble when Jimmy and I are in the chat at the same time. That's right. My favorite. Jimmy says definitely. And then Tiffany is right. Reading's hard. Words are hard. At least there's pictures. I suffer from, I don't know, triple trouble, triple takeover. That's right. I can't, if I read, I fall asleep. I just do. It's terrible. Oh, I think I heard that too. I should just, even if I have to just get the PDF or something, Michael says, I think Hearts of Steel is a 4-parter if it makes it any more approachable. 100% does. That I definitely will try to maybe track down then. And then Jimmy asked up here a good question that I can probably rant about while I'm snipping these guys out of here. Do you catalog all the Transformers? Yes, I do. When I first moved into this apartment, I found myself, I wasn't an Apple person, so they have, I believe, a better thing than what I have, but I didn't have Apple, so I had to go with something else, and I ended up using this website, which is, to me, in today's age, just as good as an app, because you can just save a web page link on your phone's desktop, your phone anyway, and you can just go right to the web page anyway, and it's called Schmax, SHMAX, and you can catalog all toys, and they have all toys on there. So every time I get one, I can just go on there and I can log it. And I think I have most of the Transformers. I find some not every day, but all the time where I'm like, oh, I don't know if I got him logged yet. And then I'm like, oh, nope, I didn't. But yeah, so Schmax, SHMAX. It's a great name. Just about to go over 2,000 Transformers. I've only put my Transformers on there so I can just, because I want to know that number, you know. Bumblebee came kind of folded up. I'm trying to get his feet out here. I think they just flip up. I only really put Transformers in there because I want to be able to just access that number when I can. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm like 1975 or something like that. It's getting closer to 2000. Transformers. All right. Well, I think we're good here. Oh my gosh. See, the internet was really kind of complaining this guy was little and didn't look. I think he looks freaking great. Here's Bumblebee. Straighten out his. Oh, that was his hammer. Here's Bumblebee. Classic Bumblebee head. His pretty blue eyes. He looks like he's struggling with his expression in his mouth there, but you see the front of that train, those rivets. That's awesome. I like his little shoulder pads that are part of the train. That's really cool. You can kind of tell that this little flap on the behind his head is going to be that flap on the top of the train. It's neat of them to put molding on the inside, you know, like you would have to unscrew to open, like your astronaut or sub in a sub or something. Oh yeah, good. I like seeing just those little pops of blue. It's great. This dark gray is awesome. It looks great. Goes well with the silver. These don't really move. I mean, I guess they probably do at some point, but looking at the back of him, he's got this cool hammer. Looking at the back of him, their side, not a lot of kibble. That's great. The top half, neat, cool. But then, okay, there's a little bit of hollowness going on. I know people complain about this stuff, but I'm like, he's on your shelf this way. Why get all butthurt about all the things? He's got all the articulation you want. Nothing in the wrist. Ankle tilt though. Yeah, all this stuff. Oh, more than 90 on the knees. That's cool. Looks great. No, I guess those do move a little bit. Bumblebee. And so right, and being a little small was a concern. Let's see him here next to Optimus. I'll try to, that's not bad for those two, being side by side. I like that, there's that similar gold ring on both with the colors, a little similarity tying them together. That's nice. Hey, yeah, Michael says, I might make this 2-pack my birthday present to myself this year. Not as interested in the other set, but this one is beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, he looks great. Looks awesome. But then the star of the show, Megatron. Oh my. That's cool. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Megatron. Look at that head sculpt. He is mad. Yeah, that little bucket head is very cool, very classic. Got some red eyes in there, deep in there. It's hard to kind of see, but that looks awesome. Scowling. Again, seeing those rivets and that big logo on the front. And then these big old tires. They have a little bit of articulation. You can move them around. Just up and down, but I don't know what's best yet. He's got a cannon here that is, his cannon. I don't think it telescopes that would go on the front of the cannon, but there's a couple different spots here on his forearm. You can put it like he does, like a Megatron, any good Megatron does. Oh, his hand's back there. I was like, where does his hand go? Yeah, them leggies. Wow, just look at that detail. That's awesome. Very neat. Oh, I like seeing that little bit of red there on his ribs. That's got just a little classic-y vibe to it. Just, oh man, that's a nice touch. That's all the red there is in his eyes and that little thing, but that's cool. And he always had like circles and triangles and squares on his tummy. So there's a little bit of that, which is just neat. But yeah, seeing these spiky wheels, these little spiky shoulder pads, very intimidating, very cool. Michael says, regarding the hollowness, I don't mind it, except when it could have utilized it for weapon storage. Then I lose it. Yeah. Agreed. There they are. So together, Megs is quite a bit bigger. The Bumblebee, they look pretty cool though. Let's see. The two big boys together. Oh yeah. I think Megs has got a half a head on him. The other thing I heard they said on one of the live streams is they are gonna take these 4 characters and do them in another style. Yeah, that's right. Big ol' me, little old Tiffany. They're gonna take these 4 characters, Optimus, Megatron, Starscream, Bumblebee, and release them in another style. Being completely unfamiliar with the comic books, I don't know what that could be. I don't know. Maybe they hinted at what they will be, but I think it sounds like they want to do it a few times, not just as Hearts of Steel, but then at least one more set, maybe even a third of these 4 characters. And that's cool. I like that. That's something. I guess the complaint would be just keep going with this line and do a bunch, or but then maybe they get to try more sets, if they just make it 4 packs, 2 packs, and get a chance to try out some different lines. At least we're getting things that we never really got before, a chance to do that. And I think I'd probably just soon do that, not just because Starscream's one of the 4, so I'm happy about that, but yeah, wonder what Soundwave would look like in this Hearts of Steel. Maybe it's in the comic, which I will go look for. 4-pack. Yeah, okay. Well, yay. It's neat. I'm excited to have all 4 of these guys on the shelf together. Just because the completion part, the stylistic part, just seeing them together. Yeah, they look awesome. Nice little set. I look forward to the next. What's it going to be? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. 2 Autobots, 2 Decepticons. Thanks, Jimmy. I think so. They're really cool. Really cool style. If you're into steampunk in any way, you're like, well, now I gotta get these guys. Oh yeah, there you go. Michael says there was a G.I. Joe Transformers standalone comic that took place in World War II. Would love to see those versions as toys. Well, if you're calling it, that's the next wave. Then maybe. Then that would be neat. I wonder what it'll be. Well, you're going to find out here. I'm sure that I will get them and unbox them for you. Before we go, just remember, if you want to help support the show, check out enlistinthecorps.com or hit that join button down there. Watch another little video. Just try to explain what's going on. Any support is so appreciated. We love talking toys with everybody. It's so great. I'm so happy you're here on a Saturday hanging out. Really, really, really appreciate it. Hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Southeast Iowa, come on down to the Capitol Theater in Burlington, Iowa for Fright Night. Anywhere in the world, if you want to join us Wednesday, just check out Attack of the Killer Podcast, any of their social medias, and you can chat with us there at that watch party. And of course, October 10th and 11th here in Ottumwa, big Halloween show. Thanks everybody for watching and listening. You guys are great. Have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.